Streaming in real life might seem like fun and games, but for these 6 streamers, things took a serious turn when they crossed paths with some real gangsters. One streamer got a taste of reality for running his mouth in the wrong place, and another barely made it out after things took a dangerous turn. Hey, I'm Mighty Elroy, and I make videos on topics I find interesting. From unexpected confrontations with local tough guys to nearly getting beat up on live streams, these are the stories of 6 streamers who found themselves on the wrong side of the streets. Starting off with Poseidon. This guy is no stranger to controversial content, but this one really shook him up. Back in 2017, during one of his many IRL live streams, he found himself in a Hollywood Italian restaurant. Things seemed pretty chill until a guy walked up to him out of nowhere. But this wasn't just any guy. He started telling ICE that he was a real gangster, part of the mob, and that he'd been getting a bunch of calls that ICE been in the restaurant.
Hi.
I'm getting about 30 calls about you on my phone, and I'm a gangster. So you better leave here right now before there's trouble with yourself. You understand that? You're the mob over here.
Now, if you're in Hollywood and someone tells you that you're in the mob, that's not the kind of news you just shrug off. The guy basically told Poseidon that it would be in his best interest to leave that place ASAP if he didn't want any trouble.
You better leave now. Got it?
I apologize.
You better leave now.
What's going on?
The sooner you leave, the better.
Okay. I will be gone then. I will be gone.
You're not gone yet. As soon as you go, you
I
gotta go now.
will be gone.
As he walked out though, paranoia set in. ICE started feeling like everyone in the cafe was tailing him. He even thought one guy might be pulling out a gun on him.
He's staring at me. Oh God. He's fucking bruh. This is staring at me. He's probably got a gun or something. Oh, my wallet. Ooh, I dropped my wallet. Okay, I'm getting shot. Dude. He's coming after me.
Turns out, no one was armed, but ICE had enough drama for one day. Fast forward to 2023, and ICE found himself in another bizarre situation. This time, all the way in Melbourne, Australia. He was doing another IRL stream, just wandering around when a man suddenly came up to him and poured something on him. For a split second, ICE thought it was acid.
Are you living in Adelaide?
Yeah, I've been living here.
Oh, what the hell? What is that?
It turned out to not be acid, but the scare was real. It was enough to get the authorities involved. This was just after ICE had been stirring up trouble with some of his more controversial streams, so it's no wonder people were on edge. That's the thing with live streaming in public though. You never really know who's watching or what might set them off. This is exactly what went down with IShowSpeed during one of his typical IRL streams. You see, Speed was vibing out at a mall surrounded by his fans, but things took a dark turn real quick. A group of dudes in black hoodies started tailing him, and you could feel the tension in the building. They weren't there for an autograph. These guys had a whole different vibe. Speed notices them creeping up, and you can see him trying to play it cool, but you know he's on high alert. Suddenly, they corner him. If you know Speed, you know he has a high energy and a loud personality. But this time, he's different. He's practically silent with them.
Hey, bro, chill out, bro, chill out, bro, chill out, man. Chill out, bro, chill. Hey, G, I ain't gonna lie, you tripping right now, like, some real.
The stream cuts off right after that, leaving everyone watching on the edge of their seats. Later, Speed hops back on live, explaining that one of the guys was just a fan, but the way the stream abruptly ended makes you wonder if there's more to the story. Was it really just a fan, or was Speed trying to downplay something more serious? Given Speed's past run-ins, it's not too far-fetched to think that he might have been in genuine danger. Like the infamous fireworks incident in his room, where he almost set the whole place on fire, or when he jumped over 2 cars moving in full speed. That kind of unpredictability is part of his brand, but it also makes him a magnet for trouble. With all the craziness he brings, it's no surprise that sometimes the danger finds him. Even offline, Speed's always walking that fine line between entertainment and real life danger. Next, we got Kanel Joseph. This one went down in San Diego, and trust me, it's a story that's both tense and kind of hilarious when you think about how it all unfolded. Kanel and his crew are in San Diego doing what they do best, filming random people on the street for viral content.
So we're currently downtown San Diego right now. I don't know what the plan is, but I'm very curious of like what's gonna happen.
Now, if you've seen Kanel's videos, you know the guy has a knack for pushing people's buttons and starting up some nonsense. It's his signature move, and it usually pays off with some funny footage. But on this particular day, things took a turn that nobody saw coming.
Huh? From what? No, I'm from my mom's vagina.
Nah, bro, when you get out here and you're in San Diego, you recording, bro, you gotta tap in, bro.
Now, here's where it gets interesting. This guy tells Kanel that in San Diego, you can't just roll up with a camera and start recording people. You gotta check in first. Essentially, he's saying that you need to get permission from the locals, the people who run the streets, before you start pulling out cameras and invading people's spaces. But Kanel, being the jokester he is, brushes it off.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, if you're not from here, bro, we don't just be letting people like walk around and just be recording. Like, you gotta tap in. Like,
who do I ask for permission?
Like, you can ask me, like, where you from?
Okay, hold on. Let me redo it.
He even starts joking around, saying stuff like he's a scammer and can show the guy some methods. It's all good and fun for Kanel, but his dude wasn't playing.
You're really a scammer. Like,
No, I can show you my stuff. Like, I can show you some methods if you really want.
So I don't give you permission. I don't give you permission
Oh,
to tap in
shit.
if you're scamming. Like, it can get ugly. Like, it can get, like, you see how close I am to you? Like,
I'm not gonna lie. Like,
turn the camera off, bro. Turn the camera off, bro.
What are you doing?
Bro, turn the camera off.
You know,
bro.
like,
Like,
nature.
Don't touch me. Don't touch me.
Things start going crazy. He tells Kanel to turn off the camera, and things are getting heated. He's serious about the people not filming without permission, and wants to make sure Kanel knows he crossed in line. At this point, even Kanel starts to sense the danger and eventually backs off, signaling to his cameraman to stop filming. After that, Kanel wraps up the shoot and leaves the area, probably realizing that not every city is going to find his style of content entertaining. Just like Kanel, Neon is another young streamer who takes things a bit too far and found out the hard way that not everything is fun and games. So there's this dance called the Naughty Bop. It sounds harmless, right? But it's got a pretty dark backstory. The dance is linked to a song by a New York drill group called Naughty Ops, and it's a taunt directly at a rival crew. Specifically, it's about a 14-year-old boy named Nadia Osama who got stabbed at a subway station in Harlem. The whole thing was brutal, and it turned into a big deal on the streets and online. Now, Neon, thinking he's just catching on to the latest trend, starts doing the dance on his stream. But he's not just doing it, he's doing it repeatedly, all while knowing what it stands for. Neon's viewers started blowing up his comments, telling him to chill out, especially since Nadi's brother, a rapper named Didi Osama, was known to have a serious crew behind him. But Neon didn't listen. The views were rolling in, and he probably thought he was invincible behind the screen. Well, let me tell you, the internet has a way of finding you, especially when you're messing with the wrong people. Didi Osama didn't take long to catch wind of what Neon was doing, and boy, he was pissed. He goes on social media and straight up calls out Neon, telling him to stop doing the dance and disrespecting his late brother. Neon, being Neon, didn't listen to the warning. Maybe he thought it was just another internet beef, something that would blow over. Big mistake. One day, Didi Osama and his crew decided to track Neon down. They managed to get his address and they showed up ready to confront him. Neon and his manager were caught completely off guard. Luckily, things didn't escalate to violence right then and there. Neon managed to escape, probably realizing that the views weren't worth getting hurt or worse. You think after a close call like that, someone would learn their lesson, right? Well, Neon did end up facing Didi Osama again a few months later, this time in a more public setting. There wasn't any running away this time. Didi Osama pressed him hard, making him apologize for the whole thing. And Neon looked scared out of his mind, stuttering out apologies and saying he didn't realize what he was doing.
He's my dad, little brother, my heart. Like, I got my son in the back of my chain, my heart.
Nah,
You understand that?
I shouldn't have played about that.
Like, you understand that, my heart?
Yeah.
This wasn't Neon's first time flirting with danger for the sake of content. There was this one time where he posted a video of himself getting jumped.
Hey, look whose shoes we got. Got his ass lacking. Come on, bro. Got his ass lacking. Hey, what size y'all want? Hey.
After all the neon drama, it's time for the next person, Zherka. Now Zherka is not your typical gamer, he's more of a wild card, a guy who thrives on controversy. His streams are loaded with off-the-cut remarks that often rub people the wrong way. But that's just the brand, you know? He loves the shock factor. Maybe that's why he's hanging out with Sneeko a lot lately. But that story is for another day. One night, Zherka's hanging out with Hill Mike. They're chilling, streaming, and just doing their thing, right? But Zherka being Zherka starts throwing around some racially charged comments. Now, this isn't just some casual chat with friends. This is on a live stream. And that's where things get spicy. Someone named Demon D-Lo Boyer, clearly pissed off, isn't having any of Zherka's antics. He's got his crew there, and you can tell by the tension in the room, things are about to get real.
Who's being racist? Who said I'm being racist? Say, prove it. Knocked out, bro. Prove it. Stop being racist. I'm gonna knock you out.
Zherka, of course, tries to brush it off like it's no big deal, but Boyer's not buying it. One of Boyer's guys steps up, and before Zherka can even blink, bam! The dude squares up and lands a clean shot right to Zherka's face. The camera goes flying, and for a moment you're wondering if you're about to witness a full-on brawl right there on the stream.
I'm gonna knock you out. What?
It doesn't end there. Boyer's crew isn't just looking to throw hands, they mean business. They roll up carrying guns, letting Zherka and his friends know this isn't just a talk. Zherka, realizing he's outnumbered and outgunned, does what any sensible person would do. He gets out of there fast. Interestingly, instead of backing down after this, Zherka continued pushing the boundaries. He doubled down his controversial persona after citing incidents like this as a part of his brand. And the crazy part is, his fans love it. They tune in, knowing full well that each stream could be a ticking time bomb, ready to explode at any moment. However, this next incident is crazier than all the rest. You see, Aiden Ross decides to get a bunch of people together for a massive live stream, including Speed and Prime. Aiden also brought in some special guests, like rapper NLE Chopper and his crew. The vibes were good and everyone was having a blast. Things got really lit when the crew started throwing money around like it was a confetti. Speed was doing his thing, hyping the crowd up, and that's when Prime noticed a bunch of bills scattered all over the floor. So he bent down to pick it up. Little 100, one of NLE Chopper's friends, wasn't having it. He had a serious street reputation and wasn't about to let some random dude touch his cash. He stepped up to Prime, and you could feel the tension just shoot through the screen. Prime tried to keep it chill, you know, playing it off like it was a joke. He even dropped the classic "I'm from South Side of Chicago" line, probably hoping it would buy him some street cred. But Little 100 was not impressed.
Hey, bro, I'm from Chicago, from the South Side. I don't know, I'm from Jordan. Don't play about my money.
The situation could have escalated even more, but Prime tried to laugh it off, saying it was just $40. Little 100 though made it clear that it wasn't about the amount, it was about the principle. He wasn't about to let someone he didn't know start scooping up cash he was throwing around, especially not on a public stream where he had a reputation to maintain.
Yeah, alright, I don't play about my money. Y'all back to twitching? Get
back
to twitching. Yeah. Alright. I'm busy. Get back to twitching. I hear you. Alright.
Eventually, Aiden and the others jumped in, trying to calm the situation. After that, things cooled down a bit, but the atmosphere was still thick. Prime was put in his place, and it was clear he underestimated how serious people in that circle took their respect. See, what Prime probably didn't realize in the heat of the moment is that these guys aren't just entertainers. They're people with real life experiences and reputations to protect. These streams might seem like fun and games, but when you bring in people with real street backgrounds, you're playing by a different set of rules. Respect isn't just a word to them, it's a way of life.